I stopped doing that changed my life. One, this is a hard pill to swallow, but drinking is going to limit your growth. And by that, I mean in every aspect. If you're drinking every weekend, if you're looking forward to the next time you can get a drink when you're going out with your girlfriends or your friends or whatever, long term, if you aren't careful, you can really damage some things, meaning your mental health. Okay. So I stopped drinking in 2025 for 6 months, 6 months solid. And the change that I saw in my body, my weight, my mental, just the way I was moving, my face was so swollen prior. I lost so much weight. And I also started focusing on other things. For instance, I was giving my time to friends or whatever and going out drinking, whatever, instead of really focusing in the gym, my past, my hobbies. Drinking was the hobby, you know what I mean? And once I stopped it, I had a lot more time to focus on other things. Okay, let's move on. Another thing I stopped doing, I stopped oversharing. I feel like we always are seeking for somebody's approval. I wouldn't even say approval, but reassurance or advice. We want to feel like we're not crazy, right? But that can be a little bit damaging. I don't feel like everyone should know everything about you. I think that some things are best kept private and for your decision making only. When you share with everyone, your mind becomes clouded. You're taking advice from people who maybe you don't even see yourself in their life or they don't understand how you feel. The advice, yes, it's nice, but sometimes it can be damaging and not true to who you are as a person. I feel like we need to stay true to ourselves and trust our gut and really believe in ourselves. And if we think it's right for us, if we think it's not right, follow that gut instinct. Three. Three, another thing I stopped doing is victimizing myself. I was going through the emotions of family dynamics and just really feeling bad about myself because of it. But I changed my perspective on that. We are not a victim. Things happen to everyone. Life is hard for everyone. For some people, it's harder. For others, it's not as hard, but it's still hard. Okay. And when you use it as fuel instead of a toxicity, your life would change. If you know that you don't want to repeat the same patterns and there's a calling in your gut that there's more to your life than this, trust it. Like, we are not the victim. We're not. We are accountable for our actions today and we have to move forward. That's what life is. My grandmother taught me this analogy, and I want you guys to also hear it because I think it's important. People are not meant to be like a brick wall, right? They're not meant to be there. But imagine people as rivers, they flow, right? And sometimes they pass by, and sometimes you get to enjoy it for a second, and sometimes you get to cherish it, and sometimes you stay there for a little bit, and sometimes it moves on. That's part of life. We cannot control, we cannot hold on to, we have to just let it flow. I stopped giving myself negative advice. I'm not worthy of this. I'm not capable of doing this. There are tons of people who do this. Stop feeding yourself negativity. Why? Why do you want to be your worst enemy? Give yourself some love and stop with the negativity. You are more than enough. If you want to follow that dream, who cares if tons of people are doing it? It's in your heart for a reason. Stop being a Debbie Downer. Okay, I lost what number I'm on, but I'm so dedicated to this self growth development. I am always striving to be better, and sometimes it could be a good thing. Actually, you know what? The majority of the time, it's a good thing, but sometimes it could be a little draining because I'm always overthinking. What's another thing? What's another thing I stopped doing? I'm trying to think because I've had a drastic year. Oh, I stopped caring. I stopped caring what everyone else thinks, and I just started doing me. That's the best way to put it. I started doing me, and if I like something, that's what it's gonna be. And if I want something, that's what it's gonna be. This is my world. This is your world. You can create it however the heck you want. Another thing I stopped doing, giving energy where energy was not reciprocated. Meaning, I stopped putting myself in positions where I didn't feel wanted. If I didn't feel like the energy was being matched, I just removed myself quietly. And that's okay. Sometimes we're not meant to be on that path again, right? We sometimes, because we feel connected to something and we want to feel included at all times, we feel like entitlement to that type of connection, but you can't force anything. And if you feel like you're hitting a wall, it's time to turn around. And that's part of life. So, those are a couple things I stopped doing. Oh, I also stopped overeating. That is the most important. I stopped overeating. If I'm full, I'm done. I'm done. I don't need to eat the whole plate. Drink some water, let it digest, take a little breather. If you notice that you're eating too fast, sometimes I would do that out of like just sometimes I wait till the last minute to eat and I just like overeat. Take your time with it. It's not going to go anywhere. You can save it for later, split it into 2 meals. Stop overeating. That is also a great way to lose weight. I stopped with the limiting beliefs. I started really thinking that I am capable of doing whatever I set my mind to. And now I am living a life of fulfillment, and I didn't think I would be here. I I was partying and doing a lot of things that weren't productive, and now I have a lash business, a puppy, have a beautiful home. Um, I have a beautiful view. I have just all these things that I'm grateful for, and it's only going to go up from now and on. And I want you to have that faith and belief in yourself. And it. So, thank you for watching, and I hope that this was encouraging and helpful to whoever needs it at the time.
You can trust in me. I can, you said I can trust in you.